We've come to makes me lie down in green pastures. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. I very much love the teaching and the truth that's taught in this passage of Scripture. He, the shepherd, I am Yahweh, the God who has made a covenant with me, the God who leads me, the God who knows what I need, makes me lie down in green pastures. There's a lot of things to look at here. I think the first thing is I want you to notice how personal it is. He, me. He, me. He, God, me, the sheep. He, God, not the flock, not the church, not everybody, but me. And he said, I am taking care of you. He is in a personal relationship with you so that you will be who you ought to be. He is taking care of me in a relationship that benefits me. That's what's going on here. Now remember, David's under attack, probably from Absalom. And if anything right now, he's not thinking about eating and lying down in green pastures. But the shepherd's taking care of him. And so now his focus is shifted from his situation to his shepherd, from the crisis to the Christ. And he is now looking and saying, I'm being taken care of. And he said, I don't lack anything. But not only do I not lack anything, I have more than I need. I have so much that I eat till I'm full, and I just lay down, though there's plenty to eat. It's like being at the Thanksgiving meal. You know how it is. You eat to the point you just got to lay down. It's like I've had enough. And God's taking that good of care of David in the middle of the storm, in the middle of the chaos. David felt like God personally cared about him. And that's what I'm to feel. I'm to understand that the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pasture. But then I don't want you to notice it says pastures. He has more than one. He has more than I need. He has more than I need. He has more than I can see. He is doing things that are beyond my comprehension. That took a lot of work on the part of the shepherd back in David's day. David lived in an area that probably only got about 28 inches of rain a year. And I live in a place where it gets over 50. And David very likely often worked in an area that only got 5 inches of rain. So he had to know where the pastures were. He had to take care of the pastures. He had to be ready to provide for the sheep. He had to be developing. And God's doing all of that for us. We don't see it. We don't understand it because we're sheep. We don't know that right over the hill he's got a pasture for us. We don't know that he has more than one pasture. We don't realize that he is doing great for us. We fill up quickly. We eat all we can eat and lay down. It's beautiful. The shepherd's rotating the crops to take care of us. He's moving us from pasture to pasture, but he's always taking care of us. He provides for us. I love he makes us to lie down. In other words, he doesn't force you to lie down, but he just gives you so much. You're like, wow, I have eaten till I am full. I can't eat more, and I know there's plenty to eat. I'd like to eat, but I can't. I can't take another piece of pecan pie. I just can't eat another piece right now. The war rages all around him. David's in trouble. But in the middle of that trouble, David, instead of having a spirit of fear, he has a spirit of power, a strong mind, and he trusts God, and he focuses on how rich he is and how powerful God is working in his life. Can I say that we're so man-focused that we think it's about me or the preacher? We think I've got to look for food. We think the pastor ought to be providing me good messages. We look at ourselves and we look at others when God's calling on you to look at the shepherd. David is looking at the shepherd. I am is my shepherd. I am makes sure I do not lack or want. I am makes me lie down in green pastures. You see, all the focus and all the praise has to go to the Father. He's the one that's doing everything. So I just want to challenge you to be careful. You are so conscious of focusing. I lived my life thinking I had to measure up and God wasn't taking care of me, and I had to, if I just do right, God would do this. And that's really not what the Psalms totally twisted from that, or we've twisted it. Here, it's the shepherd taking care of the sheep. It's not the sheep trying to prove the shepherd ought to take care of him. It's not the sheep going, I beg you and I pray to you, please give me enough to eat. It's the shepherd saying, I'm good to you. Do you understand there's a major difference here? You scurry about and you're anxious and you're worried and you're concerned and you're fussing and you're fighting and you're striving. And he said, come unto me, all you that labor and are heavy laden, and I'll give you rest. We are called to a rest in a person who takes care of us. I've worried too long. He said it, remember? Take no thought. Don't you worry about it. I know you have need of it. And then he says, it's just so beautiful. The Lord is my shepherd. I know Absalom's going to kill me. I know I don't have enough army. I know I can't win this battle. But here's what I know. More than that, I know the Lord is my shepherd. I do not have anything I need that he's not providing. And more than that, he abundantly provides to the point I want to lay down and say, good night. You have given me more than enough. That's what God's doing in your life right now. God is working in your life. So where are you right now? Would you stop and take a few minutes to say, let me count my many blessings. Let me think about how good God's been to me. I want you to call out gratitude, an attitude of gratitude that says, where has God fed me? How has he met my needs? Look back over the last part of your life. I know you're in a crisis right now, but see, if you'll get your focus off of you and get your focus on the Lord, you'll have victory. If you will quit thinking about what you lack and see what you have, you'll feel better. If you'll be grateful for what God's done instead of griping about what you think you ought to do, it'll make a difference. He makes me lie down in green pastures. I know you're in trouble. I know things are going wrong. I know you may have cancer. I know you may be dealing with stuff. I know, and I could focus on the cancer and I could focus on our tumors growing or they're not growing, or I could focus on the Lord's taking care of me. You know, he has been so good to me all these years and he just keeps on being good. I got to choose where I'll focus. He makes me lie down in green pastures. I ask you to take today and think about how good God's been. I ask you to look around and see the pastures you're eating in. I ask you to look at, I know you're worried about tomorrow, but till today, he's been good. Till today. And that's where you live today.